Very warm welcome to all our fellow investors. Today, we are deep diving into a real sparkler of a stock that's making serious waves in the Dalal Street circles, SN E-Commerce Ventures Limited. Look, the Indian e-commerce scene is no longer just about the big metros like Mumbai or Bengaluru. The real Josh is coming from the Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, where everyone is now hooked to their smartphones. SN e-commerce is right at the heart of this massive shift. We aren't just talking about a company. We're looking at a potential multi-bagger that is tapping into the aspiration of 1.4 billion people. So, grab your chai, keep your portfolio trackers ready, and let's decode if this stock is a buy for your long-term wealth creation journey. This is the story of SN E-Commerce Ventures, India's rising digital star.
Now, don't go thinking this is just another fancy website. SN E-Commerce Ventures has built a rock-solid ecosystem that bridges the gap between local Kirana stores and the high-tech digital world. They operate a unique hybrid model, part marketplace, part logistics enabler. This isn't some burn cash for growth scheme we often see. They have focused on a lean operation, ensuring that the supply chain is as tight as a drum. By integrating local vendors, they are ensuring that vocal for local isn't just a slogan, but a profitable business reality. They handle everything from the digital storefront to the last-mile delivery, making them a one-stop shop for many emerging brands. It's a proper end-to-end play that gives them a massive moat against fly-by-night operators.
Let's talk Paisa. In the stock market, sentiment is fine, but numbers are divine. SN E-Commerce has shown a stellar revenue growth of 35% year over year. What's even more impressive is their EBITDA margin, which is now touching a healthy 12%. No more red ink on the balance sheet here, boss. They have managed to bring down their customer acquisition costs significantly, which is a big headache for most e-commerce players. Their debt-to-equity ratio is well under control, meaning the management isn't over-leveraged. We are seeing a steady rise in the average order value, or AOV, which tells us that customers aren't just coming back, they're spending more each time. If they maintain this trajectory, the PAT, profit after tax, is set to see a massive jump in the coming fiscal year.
In the world of e-commerce, speed is king. SN E-Commerce has invested heavily in their proprietary AI-driven logistics engine. This isn't Jugaad, it's world-class tech. This engine predicts demand patterns so accurately that they can pre-stock items in regional warehouses, cutting delivery times from days to hours. This hyper-local approach is their secret sauce. While the big giants are struggling with heavy infrastructure, SN is nimble and fast. Plus, their user interface is designed for the new-to-internet user. It's simple, vernacular-friendly, and works even on low-bandwidth 4G connections. This localized touch gives them a first-mover advantage in the interior regions of India, where the next 200 million shoppers are coming from. They've cracked the code of Bharat shopping habits.
To understand SN e-commerce, you have to look at the big picture of India's digital economy. With the cheapest data rates in the world and the UPI revolution making payments a breeze, every Indian is a potential shopper. The Indian e-commerce market is expected to cross $150 billion by 2026. That is a lot of zeros. SN e-commerce is perfectly positioned to catch this tailwind. The government's ONDC initiative is also providing a level playing field, and SN is one of the early adopters of this framework. Whether it's fashion, electronics, or daily essentials, the shift from offline to online is permanent. We are in the middle of a once-in-a-generation shift in consumer behavior, and SN is leading from the front with a solid strategy.
So, what's next for SN? The management isn't sitting idle. They have a very clear roadmap for scaling up. They are planning to launch their own private labels in high-margin categories like home decor and lifestyle. Private labels mean better margins and better brand loyalty. They are also looking at international expansion into neighboring SAARC countries, where the market dynamics are very similar to India. Furthermore, they are investing in social commerce, leveraging influencers to sell products directly. This is a very smart move, because in India, word of mouth and recommendations are everything. By blending entertainment with shopping, they are keeping the engagement levels high and the churn rate low. It's a full-throttle growth plan that looks very promising on paper and on the ground. Now, let's be sensible. Every investment has its kit or risks. The competition from giants like Amazon and Reliance's GeoMart is no joke. They have deep pockets and can afford to play the long game. SN e-commerce needs to keep innovating to stay relevant. From a valuation perspective, the stock is currently trading at a PE ratio that's slightly higher than the industry average, but given their 35% growth, many analysts feel it's justified. You also have to keep an eye on the promoter holding and see if there's any pledging. Currently, it's clean, but staying vigilant is part of the game. Market volatility can be a bit of a roller coaster, so don't go putting all your eggs in one basket. Systematic investment, SIP style, might be the best way to enter this counter.
To wrap it up, SN E-Commerce Ventures is a Thakat company with a clear vision and a very strong execution track record. They are playing the long game in the Indian digital story. If you are looking for quick listing gains, you might want to be careful. But if you have a 3 to 5 year horizon, this could be a Shandar addition to your portfolio. Remember, wealth isn't made overnight. It's made through patience and staying invested in right businesses. Do your own due diligence, consult your financial advisor, but keep this stock on your radar for sure. If India grows, SN e-commerce is bound to thrive. Wishing you all a very profitable journey ahead. Happy investing, and Jai Hind.